Hi everyone, it is Sunday and I'm in content creation mode, but I've been asked about the amount of content that I'm creating each week, so I wanted to make a couple of short conversation videos to talk about the equipment I use and my workflow. First of all, Sunday is my big content creation day. That's when I put together my video newscast, that's when I put together my podcast, it's when I file several stories for KFBK, and I dress for the occasion, so hair up, I'm in my cut off jeans and in comfortable clothes to do the bulk of my content creation. Today I'm just going to talk about the podcast because a lot of people have asked me about the podcast, especially people who are in real estate or another business. They want to maybe do a podcast on their own. And I think it's a great idea. I love podcasts. I love doing them and I love listening to them. So here's the equipment that I use for my podcast. First of all, the laptop. Okay, I have an Apple, whatever laptop is just going to be fine. The programs online that I use to record my guests, I use two programs. One's called Call Recorder, which works through Skype, and it also works through Facebook Messenger. I use mine through Skype. And then ECAmm Movie Tools. Those are two easy to download programs that will record your interview in two channels. That's important because if your levels are high and your guests are low, then you can fix them when you go to post. So that's what I use to record. I use ECAmm Movie Tools and Call Recorder. To actually edit my podcast, I do it in GarageBand, which is free when you buy a MacBook. So definitely an easy program to use. Take a tutorial or two and you'll be totally up to speed on GarageBand. Now for recording my audio, since I also do radio reports and record audio for my video newscast as well as the podcast, I have a couple of pieces of equipment because I want good sound. Okay, so here's one. This is a Shure, which one? SM58. So my oldest daughter was in a hard rock band for years. She used this on stage, so I adopted it when she got out of the band. And this is what I use for my podcasts. I plug it into this device right here, which is called a Shure X2U. It is a signal adapter. It goes from XLR, which is what this connection is called, to USB. Okay, so this is an adapter. It has some nice features on it in that it really helps you with the tone, with the, you can fix a lot of the things like pitch and tone and everything in post in your GarageBand, but it helps with gain and listening to your interview as you're doing it. It has this plug-in here for your headphones. I use a pair of noise canceling headphones. They don't need to be this fancy, but I like mine. And then definitely you want to buy some sort of stand. They're cheap. I think this is maybe $10 or something. So you definitely want to use a stand because you want to be sitting up and so that your voice is nice and clear, and you want to have good posture when you're doing these. So that would be my basic setup for the podcast. If you need things like a podcast opener with some music and a nice announce voice, you can go to the website Fiverr.com. They have a lot of different announcers. If you don't happen to know someone who can do it or you don't want to edit it together yourself, you can go there and they have a whole list of announcers who will do a podcast open for you very cheap. And I found a great woman who did mine out of somewhere on the East Coast. Anyhow, that is a quick video on how I do my podcasts. I think in subsequent videos I can talk about maybe my video newscast and some of the editing projects that I have been working on, as well as the content creation I'm doing now for clients. So thanks for being here.